elevation through dedication. It's RGM.
Yeah, man. So everybody, welcome. Paint the Picture. It's basically just a conversation series with clients from We Are RGM or friends of We Are RGM or possibly foes of We Are RGM without them knowing that they're yeah, man. It's just.
I mean, look, the music, like I said, the music industry is like that, though.
Yeah, 100%.
All the way through, you've got to be savvy out here and sharp, like a ninja.
Yeah, exactly.
Recently.
Exactly, as we know. But
yeah,
I just literally wanted to do. I just have like an inkling to like know about people's pasts and kind of talk about it. And as you know, we've known each other for 15 years.
Is that how long it's been?
It's been about 15 years.
Damn.
15 years.
You know what? What year we're in 2026 now? Yeah, so. Because when I made my song with that guy, it was 2012. So yeah, you're roughly about right.
Can you? So my first question for anyone who doesn't know you, or for the people that do know you, how might they know of you?
Well, that's a good question, and it depends where on the journey. So this actual page, this Instagram page, I made in 2014. Yeah, right on it was like New Year's Eve. I remember it clearly, the day I made it. So we're talking like 12 years of this account, and if you look, I've got like 5,000 and something followers.
Yeah,
that's why when I explain the journey to people, it's been a real grind, because if you think about the amount of followers in that amount of time, it's not really that much. It's just been organically doing things and meeting people and then spreading. Do you know what I mean? It's never been like, oh, I went viral and then I became famous. It was nothing like that. Like I said, the tune we're talking about, where I met you, that was in a certain period before anyone was even on Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram was brand new, and so. If you're looking at me from this page and you found me from this page, yeah, it's pretty much what you get now. I've just been at it for a while now. Now that you say, I'm like, damn, it's actually been like a solid more than a decade.
And it wasn't overnight, was it? It was, you know, you've had your different errors,
absolutely,
as we all do.
Yeah.
Why do you feel those errors occurred?
You know what's funny? In that, excuse me, in that era where we met, that was the one chapter in my music journey where I felt like I went the wrong way, the wrong direction. Or as a comment, your voice is changing volume for me. Where is your microphone? In the chat, could you not hear me all right?
I don't know whether your mic is connected to your phone or
should be coming through the AirPods. I thought that's where it was coming from.
I think
disconnect them, maybe. Let me see if anyone else. Well, you just said the voice is changing, so maybe it's not the worst thing. But what I'm saying,
on the other hand, am I nice and clear and clean?
Yeah, yours is clear to me. What I was saying is, where I actually met you was the one chapter where I felt like I went in a direction that really wasn't for me. A lot of reasons why I went down that way anyway.
Yeah.
Which we can get to. But just like by what you're asking, there's been many chapters and eras of my music journey where there might have been a different name or a different style. But what I can say is true though. Even when I was going down different avenues, different genres, different vibes, I was always being true to the verses and the writing, and even the energy I was on the track. I might have sounded a bit different because obviously when you're young, you might sound a bit different, whatever. But
Like your balls are being squeezed, bro.
Yeah. So there's been many eras, but at the core of it, I was always doing me. I was always doing the same thing, just with different styles or playing with different styles and that. So,
And just to clarify for the audience, I think I'm going to be quite open about what all this was. So, so back in about 2010, there was I like to call it bubblegum rap. There was a collective of teenagers who was assembled by a producer who I'll say it lightly, but I looking back on it, I think it was kind of Prey.
did you say Prey?
Prey.
Yeah.
So business is business at the end of the day. That's something I have learned for 15 years ago. But basically, yeah, there was a collective of teenagers, and we were basically trying to take over Channel AKA, which was a rap channel on Sky, for anyone that might know. It was very UK rap driven, which then turned into grime, and we came in as a teenage collective, bringing in probably quite a lot of money to the channel, because it's not like Instagram Live or anything like that. You had to text in what song you wanted on.
Yeah, because this is when like TV still had leverage. There wasn't like people didn't get to build their own platforms. It's like if you wasn't on Channel U or AKA, as you said, or whatever
MTV
the means were at the time,
Box.
or any of those things, you weren't really known. There wasn't really many avenues to get known at the time. And like you said, there was this, and you know what, I'll be honest with you, everybody knows this. I was aware of that genre you're talking about at the time.
You weren't?
No, I was. And I've got stories about that as well, which I'm not even sure I'll bring up maybe on this one, because we want to keep it where we're going in this direction, yeah? I personally was more of a grime guy.
Okay.
Truthful. I was always this truthful artist anyway. I knew I had lyrical ability.
I think what you've just said is something I want to just interrupt on. You just said you were a grime guy, right? And this is what kills me. Why did we go into that situation and work with that producer and change our style?
Well, I can tell you why. Because for me, I saw guys in that space and thought, these guys are fucking shit. Yeah?
Yeah.
And like when that person hit me up and wanted to work, I was thinking, from what I can do lyrically, if I slide in just on, because this is what a lot of the grime guys were doing at the time anyway. They were all jumping ship to make pop music.
Yeah. Tinchy, Dappy was doing it, and they're all doing it. Yeah.
For me, it was just like an obvious step, seeing as the guy was hitting me up out of the blue. I was like,
and how did old Sharon hit you up? Explain that
Facebook.
On
Facebook. I was promoting a video that I made. I was promoting a video that I made, and he was saying like, "Oh yeah, I see it. It's got potential, but I feel like I can help.
Be better."
Yeah.
To me, ever.
Basically took a fucking shit on my video, yeah. And but the thing is, I knew who he was, and I knew the success he was having. With like, there was a handful of them. You was one of them, innit? Like, it was a handful of artists that.
There was me, G Lover, Ryan G Lover, Taylor Jones, Ollie B,
like, and not
J
you
Park.
guys that I saw, all of you had videos on Channel AKA, and I was thinking like, how are these guys doing this? And it's always this same guy on the hook. What's going on, like? And this guy was hitting me up talking about working. I was like, this this is a bit odd, but you know what? I should do this because, and even people around me knew as well. They were like, you know what? This is gonna blow. Like you're
Right.
off.
I
Like
thought it was a good record, bro. I thought it was a really good record.
you know what? It was. It's just, you know what, what people didn't like about it, for me, that knew me, they all said, you know what, the video was so not you. Yeah. It was like they was all saying like, what you did on the tune is nothing. There's nothing wrong with. You know, you kept it you. I kept it with who I am. It was just a verse, and he was singing it. He was singing on the la la la. But the video was just not it for me. And I remember that day was horrible, bruv. I remember I came to the video confident, always knowing who I am. And I remember at the video, he made a whole point of acting like I was doing everything wrong.
He did.
He took me aside. He took me aside into some other room and was like, yo, man, like, listen, man, you got to be a star, man. Like, coming with this P. Diddy stuff, like, some sort of I remember thinking at the time, I feel like I'm standing here with Diddy, and with not even to talk like Diddy on that weird flex, but I remember thinking, this guy's acting like P. Diddy out here.
He liked doing that, bro. Passive aggressive.
Right.
Bro.
So then from that morning, the rest of the day of the video, I just felt so uncomfortable, bro. And then but we ran with it anyway, because the thing is, money got put into the project, and in fact, I've got some gems about that part of it as well later on, maybe if we get time to talk about it. But you never know what resources you have. You don't know how much resources your competitors have. Yeah. So I've basically said it, innit? But that's one thing I didn't understand until maybe years after this happened, as to why certain projects were taking off over others, even if because I used to measure this stuff over quality, bro. I used to always think, well, my bars are like this, and I sound like this, and they sound like that, so I should just fly. But it's not anything to do with that.
It's the music. It's got nothing to do with it.
That is my naivety at the time. Now I know. Now I understand. Like, but I went off on a tangent. But it is interesting.
No, interesting. And from that experience, how did it end, and then how did you go into your new phase of what I'd probably say is the true you? It's kind of like you went into this situation, you got passively told that, you know, you weren't good enough on shoots and stuff. I had the exact same thing, bro. Like that with the music and everything. Like with me, it was very similar, but I had and unlike you, I guess you had a style, and then you go in, and then he just changes it all, and then I come out the other end, and now 15 years later, I've gone back into the style that I actually started off with.
I mean, for me, it was two things, right? You know, it's funny. I actually got signed after doing it.
No,
I did, but the funny thing is, it was like some small label in like Poland, that done this whole thing. They really wanted my video, my song. They wanted to, they wanted to push it over there, and like it was really the only thing that came of it. So I actually ran with it, and I was like, "Yo, let's see what happens."
I'm surprised he didn't stop you. No,
but he tried. This is what I mean. This is how it
I'm
is.
really surprised.
I'm answering the question. What you're saying is that I went over it. It took like a week to decide what I'm going to do, and then I done like it was online, but I managed to sign something, and it was all above board. I read the whole thing. It wasn't no wrong contract or nothing, and then I announced it that I'd been signed by this label, and like he texts me. He texts me some long thing, just chatting shit about how these things aren't handled like this and blah blah blah. But I was thinking, well, at the end of the day, you kind of blurred the lines with what role you're playing in my career anyway. You know what I mean? You're not actually my manager or anything. We just collaborated. And he handled the funds, and the link between, you know, the marketing of the record that we made, which was obviously, and that's a whole other story. About how now looking back, it's like, hang on, you was just delegating things to people that you know, and there were no real results.
Paying them commission.
Exactly, but at the time you're young. You know what I mean? You're like a kid. I might have been like 19 or something, 20 maybe. And like, you're not thinking of these things. You're not business savvy at those times. You just want to be this music guy. You know what I mean? So now looking back, I'm like, wow, you actually just like, yeah.
I really want people to listen to what Ryan has just said, because I preach a lot about these types of things that happen in the business, where someone takes control of X, Y, Z, and there's no results. And there are a lot of companies out there that do this, and they ask for, you know, big paychecks, big, you know, big promo money, and all they do is delegate it to someone, and then they take a commission in the process, and nothing happens. What for any artist that is watching right now, you do not need PR.
Yeah.
You don't need PR unless you have something to talk about, unless you have something to say. Not, oh, hi, my name's Ryan Sanders and I'm an artist. You don't need PR for that.
I could get into something about that as well. And when you finish talking, I've got the answer to that as well.
The when you need PR is when something's bubbling, something's happening, you've got something to talk about, and then you can go to the PR company and go, hi, this is where it would fit, this is where it would fit, blah, 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 blah. You don't go to a PR company just going, hi, I need promo. It doesn't work like that.
There's got to be some juice in there for them to make a story out of. If it's just like, oh, I'm an artist, I want to make my music big, it's like, where do we go with here?
There's billion people.
We stick it on blogs. And you know what? They're also fake blogs.
Yeah, they're also fake blogs, yeah. All of them.
You see someone who is releasing a single or something. I see this with these boys I know a few years ago as well, giving it the big and online with their new project and that. And they're like, oh, we've just been posted by... blogs called? I'm sure you know a few of them.
Oh, mate, it's loads.
There's like there's about, let's call it,
there's
like
loads of them, bro.
15 to 20 blogs that aren't even actually real, but all of the PR companies you pay, they're all the same ones that they put you on, and then everyone posts it because it looks like good PR, but no one looks at these blogs.
Yeah.
Listen, as well, you know what pisses me off? Yeah. All right, cool.
That's fine. Your pisses me off.
And no offense to anyone who might take...
This is a double Ryan rant.
Yeah, come on. You know, when two Ryans collide, it's about to go down.
Your pisses me off.
Honestly, we learned the hard way in this situation, right? I've warned people about this in the past, but young artists are so hungry to do it, they'll do it anyway.
Yeah.
Do it anyway. Even like a couple artists I know from a few years ago, I've warned them. They're telling me, I might do this PR deal. It's going to cost me over $1,000.
Oh, mate.
And I was like, what do you actually get? And we discussed it for about 5 minutes, and I sort of let them see that this wasn't the right idea, and they should maybe invest their money elsewhere. But within a week, they've done it anyway.
They do, Ryan.
Yeah,
they do.
And they were just gassing about it online on their stories, like bigging it up, like they've just done something like amazing. I'm like, you're gassing to everyone that you're on these blogs, but I know you just paid $1,000, and also no one fucking reads them. Yeah, but you try.
No one.
If you try and guide someone who's in the same thing as you, they just think that you're like trying to one up on them, or they don't want to listen to you because they think, but they think it's competition. It's like, no, I've actually been out here doing this from years ago. I'm trying to pay you $1,000. You know what I mean? Like, people don't like to listen because they're too hungry and they're too excited with the bright lights of what they think is going to happen. And that's what I mean. I think some people probably think I'm just always on one, or like I'm negative, but it's like, no, bro, I've been around this a long time, and I know when something's bullshit. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but I don't want you to go and waste your money and be, because also that whole situation with the guy we're talking about, that chapter, I'll be real, bro. It
Sharon.
fucking hurt me. Yeah, it fucking hurt me, bro.
Mate, yeah, I agree.
It really hurt me because as well, I don't come from a situation where I've got loads of money to spend on the music business. At that time in my life, to get given the opportunity, I did have a bit of help with the funding of it.
Of course.
But
because guys, we're talking.
Please let me land. Yeah?
We're talking thousands.
Exactly. In my situation, I'll be as transparent as I want to be. My situation probably cost me like a few grand.
Yep.
A little bit more. But what I didn't know until a few years later, one of the competitors in that little scene that we were talking about, I won't name names because I don't want to do that to anyone.
Yeah.
But the one who had the most success, which you all know who they are.
Yeah.
We can talk about it off camera maybe. That artist, 100 grand put into their campaign to lift that single.
Dude.
Yeah. So think about it. I'm coming in with my few grand, which I've had to get from wherever I was getting it from, yeah?
We talking about T?
First one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I found that out later because I knew people that knew them, etc., etc. But imagine, I'm coming in with my little stack like this. But
Is that why he's getting the rotation?
Yes. I thought, like, I know you kind of know this, but I'm surprised you just don't know this. No. Rotation is money talks, bro.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Bro, that makes sense.
Business, like you said, it's the parents as well. Certain people's family were in the music business, so I don't blame them. I don't have anything against them.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, if I had 100 bags to swing at a project, I'd do it.
I would have gone straight to the office of Channel U, aka, and put
That's what you did.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing.
Yeah, that may all make sense, bro. Yeah, mate. Do you know what? That's
done the same thing.
Mate, these paint the picture series are blowing my mind. Mate, yeah, that's blowing my mind.
That's what N-Dub's done the same thing. The only reason I'll say N-Dub is because they're so far gone, they're not going to care. But these other people, you know what I mean, we're not far removed from them. I don't want to dig up any old things. But for our sake, I'll say what I feel like I need to say to paint the picture.
Yeah. But that type of marketing, right?
Yeah.
That type of marketing works, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course it does. If someone's getting blasted in your face 10 times a day,
that works. Like I'd say to someone, if you've got money, put it on Instagram ads or something like that. Like
nowadays,
yeah. Like in those times, if I had that money, I would have done the exact same thing. Because people don't read blogs, but people watch TV.
And you know what, as well, now I understand. I probably didn't have the funds to do it anyway, but I actually knew, not like the extra bits I just explained, but my plan in the beginning was to do that, was to go straight to the offices and say, listen, like, we'll pay the money, we'll do what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. But when over there, Mr. Producer came in, I thought, hang on, he is actually the key to what I'm seeing anyway. So I might as well work with him. But what he went and done, delegate the funds to his friends.
Yeah.
And also, he ended up getting blacklisted from the channel as well.
Yeah.
Didn't know that till after as well. So he kept that real quiet while we were working. Kept that real quiet while I was still thinking, well, I'm about to go and I'm about to.
He kept that real quiet while you were doing this.
Yeah, kept it real quiet. And then as soon as when things weren't really working, then he started telling me the conversations that were going on about like why, the owner of the channel isn't really wanting to work with him anymore. And I was thinking, like, we've just spent like a good few months grinding this record, and I'm the only one who's really grinding the record out, posting it all day long. All the while as well, people are seeing it and being like, Ryan, like, this isn't really your vibe. Like,
yeah.
So I've grafted, like, stuff myself a massive hole, all because these industry figures have come out of nowhere. Now, I'm a very spiritual person, yeah. So now when I look at this, I'm like, wow, these are like devils springing up out of the ground, like trying to pull me out of position. Back then, I didn't understand all that kind of thing. I was just like, I'm just riding against the world. So I didn't understand none of this, of what was going on around me. But
that's mad. It's mad. And so you came out of all that madness. Did it affect your mental health at all? Like, did you kind of have time off from music for a bit, or?
That's what I mean. That's what I said, bro. Like that, this whole thing affected me quite badly because, like I said, that's why I brought up the fact that for me, the resources to do these type of things don't come around, you know, just out of the blue. You know what I mean? I had to. It was such wrong timing because after that, I knew I was like, okay, this situation has not worked. I can't go back and then ask for someone to fund this. I have to do this off my own back now.
Yep.
Because it hasn't worked. From a business perspective, I can't even look at that person and be like, oh, can we try again? Because I wouldn't even do it. So I was very down about it for a long time, trying to figure out what went wrong. And I knew it would take me time to actually build what I wanted out of music. It was also, it didn't really make sense at the time. I knew in my gut I had to do music. It's like, that's just my thing. I know something's in it for me.
Yep.
I could not see a way of making it happen. So yeah, and it went from as well, a funny one as well. It went from having this video that was like, 5K or whatever the 4K quality, or probably more than that, like movie quality. Like, I got decent traction from it. It's not like it went nowhere. Like people all around the world were actually playing it. I've got loads of fans of it.
Yeah, nice.
But people are seeing that. So then, I ain't out no more because I took it down. And then I'm just doing like handheld freestyle videos. People are looking at me like,
what's going on? Yeah.
What's going on? Like, you know, everyone knows I'm on my music. I'm passionate about it, but it's like, what is going on? But this is what I'm saying. The wrong path, bro, can set you back a long way.
And I think that's what I want to try and teach artists through this conversation. Stay on your path. Please don't let someone try and change your trajectory. You know, what should have happened is everyone should have gone into those sessions making what they want to make, and you know that's what any normal decent producer would do. You know, I don't want anyone to be told what to make, how to act, you know, because you're an artist at the end of the day.
Yeah. You know, as well, sometimes maybe though, that situation was a big learning curve and it was hard.
I agree.
To deal with.
Yeah.
It may be the reason why I'm even like how I am now. You know,
it is.
Just to put,
it is.
To put a positive on it.
For me, it is.
Because life is long. Life is anywhere in life takes a lot. Like they say, you can't win unless you've taken an L.
Yeah.
And like that period there, so to come back from that as well, I guess it builds you in a different kind of way, you know.
Yeah. And the thing is you learn, don't you? You learn from your mistakes. I mean, might not be a mistake. I don't see it as a mistake. I see it as the best. The one phrase I'll give him is the best learning curve of what not to be.
Yeah.
And I have created a very successful business out of it.
Yeah. And for me, I feel like it burst a bubble in some type of way of, let's say, me breaking into, you know, the UK music scene as I knew it. But what it made me do, the only thing I could do was just start to build a tribe, and that's what
you did.
that's what I did. That is the one thing I've succeeded at. I might not be the biggest artist on planet Earth, but what I did do, trying deep underground. Like I went, the amount of shows I've done, bro.
Yeah, I saw.
I don't even remember why I was really doing it. I just felt like that's what I needed to do. And then, like, you post the footage online. It's just doing anything you fucking can to create a little bit of buzz.
Yeah. It's
literally anything you can do. You've got to just do it until something works. And when something works for you, do it again. Do it again. It's not like, because of that guy, with that kind of guy, he'll make you think like, right, you've got to make a polished single, a polished video, pitch it to radio, pitch it to this. Bro, just putting your destiny in someone else's hands.
Yes.
What I did was just kept making tunes, dropping them, building the catalogue, getting myself in front of people at open mics, and like maybe following a bag of people on Instagram, making my video and then putting it on my own YouTube channel, building it. Like, it's literally been like person at a time, person after person after person. Yeah, it's I feel like now I can say I'm at least at a checkpoint. You know, my life is still very much like a normal person's life. I'm sitting in my car in the car park at the gym. I'm not in a big mansion like I thought I might have been at this age. But you know what the good thing about today is as well? It's never over.
Never over.
The game now is never over because we have our own platforms. No one can tell you not to post on your Instagram, and it might just blow. Walk out bare money, channel that don't even want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Then what do you do? Little artists will find a way.
Exactly. No, that's dope. What's your setup right now?
Same as it's been for about 10 years, and I have a studio in a little. It's basically a shed.
Yeah, so do I. Made it now.
Is it the same one I came to?
No.
Okay.
I forgot you came to that, bro.
Yeah.
What down in the village?
Yours once, and I don't know, feature for one of your songs. Remember?
Yeah, Let It Be.
Yes. I haven't heard that for ages, man. But yeah, I remember I came.
That was in Tarrant Monkton, man. Like into
it was like, yeah, it wasn't in your house. It was like a few miles from your house, wasn't it? We had to drive there. It was like on a farm.
Yeah. It was like in a massive garden. Yeah. No, the person sold their house, and then I didn't have a studio for ages, and then I bought my new house, and then built a shed out in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking love it. It's lush.
Yeah, so that's my setup still, and yeah, to be honest, I mean it's quite a good setup to be fair.
Yeah, man.
It does the job, and I've and that's again all of the production, all of my mixing and mastering. I forget to even say this sometimes because it's just so in me, done in house by me. Everything's done by me. Yeah. So again, you might have to pay someone if you can't do it, but instead of paying, like, as well, these people can blur the line so easy for people that don't know. Yeah. These lot can charge you like £200 for a master. You learn to do it, and then, you know what I mean? You're saving the money, bro. I remember hearing people talking about it on the train one time. I don't know who they were. These artists got on the train and they were talking, and they were absolutely grilling their mate about doing music. They're like, "Oh, this guy's paying like $2,000 to go studio." And he might not even blow. I was just thinking, yeah, the guy does sound a bit dumb. He should just get his own little setup and start working on tunes, man. Like,
it's really that simple, though. It's really that simple, and I think, thank God.
You have YouTube now. You ain't got to go to college for it.
No, I think, thank God. I think people are starting to realise it really is that simple. You get a microphone and some beats, and you can record records.
Yeah. You know, I want to see if CRC is still in the chat. If CRC is still in the chat, let me know because I wanted to speak on something. But go on, Ryan. Continue.
Yeah, I think it's really that simple, and I think, thank God to YouTube and stuff like that, people are starting to see it's that simple. But then I think it gets conflicted with. I get a lot of, oh, Ryan, the record hasn't done very well, and blah blah. I'm like, well, it's because there's a billion people making music.
Yeah.
And what you said previously was you've been grafting for years and built your own community.
Exactly.
Which is what it takes.
And that is literally the game now. It's like, if you're releasing music, who is you releasing it for? Who are you releasing it to? Do you know what I mean? Just to randomly get found. Like, you need to build a like-minded community. So when you drop it into something, there's people there that are ready to hear it, and they're on your wavelength, and they know who you are. So it's not.
But then the question is that people always say is, yeah, but Ryan, how do you build the community? I'm like, what do you mean? Listen to what you've just told. You just said, how do you build the community? Like, well, how do you build a business, Ryan?
Yeah.
How do you build a business? I don't know. You create a business plan, and you create a business plan, and then you're in the red, and then you invest, you make records, and you start putting brick by brick, and it's all the same thing. It's all, like, I think business is business. It's all the same thing. Any business is the same thing. And it's the same thing in music.
Well, this is what's funny as well, is that when I think about it, I'm like, you know what? I could have built any business.
Yeah.
Because I've done the work to build the community.
Yeah.
I've put in years. I could have done this in anything.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a bitter pill to swallow, that, isn't it?
I do believe that.
Yeah.
I definitely believe that. I think. Do you feel that there are still companies out there that are kind of preying on artists and doing the same ish?
Oh, bro, you asked the perfect question. This is what I was seeing if these lot were still in the live. So, being as you ask, in a situation that's happened, I'll call it my scene, just for lack of a better term. Not to say that I'm running scenes over there. I'm just like the scene that I'm most relevant in right now. Start the scene, yeah. Well, let's just call it in the conscious rap scene, but the new ones, yeah, that are coming up now. There's been a situation, and I saw it from the start, yeah.
Okay.
So a record label popped up and signed them about a year ago. And at this point, I wasn't in the group chats, yeah. I wasn't in the group chats. Sorry, I just got a text and it threw me off slightly. I wasn't in the group chats at the time, so I kind of zoomed out and didn't get involved. But me and another rapper, who's part of this whole scene, we used to speak on the phone quite a bit, and we both sussed this out because we're like, who's this record label coming in, trying to sign this movement? We looked into it, and as me and you know, Ryan, yeah, we know how to spot this because of what we've been through.
Sure.
On the guy's website, right, label, they were saying that they won certain awards, yeah, and have worked with all these artists, big claims to be making. We done a bit of digging and found that these awards weren't even real. They're just awards that anyone can claim to put as a part of their business, to claim credibility, yeah. And then like they had all these different companies that linked to the website as well to give it more credibility. It's not hard. You just keep clicking.
Yeah. Add some images.
You just keep clicking, keep going down the rabbit hole until you find something that don't add up, and then you're like, okay, this whole thing's fake. So I knew this record label was not legit. However, because I know the game is it's elusive, I kind of thought, well, you know what, this person's done a very good job of making it look legit.
Yeah.
Mad followers on the Instagram, tour dates as as well, which was kind of mad. I was like, wow, like these are actually acting like they're doing tours. But there was not much real way of finding out if it was true.
Okay.
So I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to get too involved. Let it pass. And then over time, it's come out that even today, bro, even in the group chats today, that's why I found it so funny that we're doing this today.
Mm.
And I told them in the group chats as well, I'm going to be speaking on this in this interview. This person has taken money off people. They're on their website, it's saying they've got offices in LA, London, Budapest, Amsterdam. When it turns out, the truth is,
Well,
there's no offices anywhere. The HQ is in his kitchen. Yeah. Using AI to create all of this illusion. Yeah. The mix downs are doing a shit. The mastering shit. They're charging money for this, that, and the other, making it seem like they're a big deal.
to get money.
To get money. This is what I was trying to explain to them today. It's like, I told them all, I think a couple of them joined already, so they can watch the rest of it back later if they want. I said, you guys want to join this live I'm doing tonight? Because we're pretty much speaking on this exact issue. People preying on hungry artists that don't know better.
Mm-hmm.
In an illusion that they're a big deal, when all they're really doing is just selling you a dream, making false promises. They ain't got no interest in changing the world and making people's dreams come true. It's all just to line their pockets, and that's about it.
That's literally it.
And I saw through it. Yeah, I let it slide a little bit at one stage because I thought, okay, maybe they're just trying to look the part so they can play the game.
Okay.
Because that brings me on to
maybe
else.
Go and get some investment or something from someone, or
because I've even had a conversation with someone not long ago where they said, I was explaining this to someone. My career. They said to me, if you know this is how it works, like you might as well do it too. And I said, you know what? It's true. I could run up, some illusion of me being 100 times more famous than I am, because that's how the game is played.
Yep. Yeah, people do play
back on itself. I could do that. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do it on my next project.
Yeah.
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 So that's why I thought, you know what, I won't even get involved. I'll just let it be. But now, from hearing the stories, it's like, wow, this person was just telling a lot of lies and getting money out of people, doing the most. And I feel sorry for him. I said it in the chat. I was like, you know what, I almost feel bad because I didn't say anything. But now I feel like I should have. But it's hard to talk to artists that are hungry to get somewhere, because they don't want to hear it, man. They don't want to hear the truth of it all. It's like what you said earlier in our conversation. You said something like the industry's, what did you say? It's not that interesting or something like that?
It's not that no one's interested. The truth is, and that's just the truth. It's I don't know what I said, but yeah, just
the vibe I got from what you said was like, it's not that interesting really on the inside. It's just another job, isn't it? And no one's really that interested. It's like everyone's trying to do what they can to find something that works, and a lot of it is really quite fake, isn't it?
Yeah. I think a lot of the business is fake, but I think also a lot of it boils down to people having to. I'm not saying this record label has any money at all, because they probably don't, but a lot of it boils down to people having to spend money.
Yeah.
Like if we're flipping this into like major labels and stuff like that, they have to spend their profit, otherwise they're going to get taxed on it. So that's why. Why do you think Conor McGregor?
Oh, you told me that. You've already told me that story. Actually, you know what?
Started his own record label.
Yeah.
And signed Bone Thugs, has signed Exhibit, has signed XYZ, because he's made so much money. He's got to spend it.
Got to get rid of it, isn't it? Yeah.
And there's no better way than the music business. music videos that cost fucking loads, signing people that cost advance money, that's what, signing Bone Thugs and Harmony for what? I don't know what they signed for, but I don't know, probably million each or something.
That's
Probably
the thing.
more.
I mean, they're Bone Thugs and Harmony. You've got to give them. How many people are in that group? Do you know?
I wish my mate was here because he know. Louis would know.
I mean, at the end of the day, right? I'm a fan of Conor McGregor. I know that he made 100 million for fighting Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. It's like you can spend as much as you want on whatever you want, bro.
He's a G. Don't get me wrong.
I love McGregor, bro. I mean, he can be a donut at times, yeah, but you got to give it to him. That man went out and done his absolute thing. Has got more money than sense now.
Yeah.
You can give Bone Thugs and Harmony a nice each member. You could probably give them $2 million each, and they're sorted for like a nice however long you need them there for. And yeah, like it's just spending the profits and
he's bloody done the distro situation with Ditto.
Yeah, I mean, I
messaged him. I was like, big man, you should have done your own thing.
Yeah, because you're right on the back end of the industry. I'd like to know if you can share a bit about what you know about this whole thing. Then go for it, bro. If you don't want to, it's up to you.
He did the distro deal with Ditto, which I was shocked.
Okay, so what does that mean though to you? For those that don't understand,
so Ditto is a distribution company who I assume would take a percentage, which anyone does, but Ditto also has someone else that they work with, in the pipeline, who would be taking a cut. They'd be like a silent partner, right. Which artists and labels don't really know exists. So I just thought that someone on the business end of that situation would have gone and got their own situation.
Yeah.
Like we have. I've got my own situation. Mm-hmm. I don't go through any of the other ones. I've got my own situation.
Right.
But what's the label called? Greenback.
Oh, Greenback, yeah.
Greenback Records went through Ditto, which is a middleman distributor.
Yeah.
Like everyone is. They've all got something called an aggregator that kind of uses their technology to get it to Spotify.
Okay.
So that's all I really know about that. But yeah, I just thought that maybe he'd probably go and get his own situation. He might.
Yeah,
they might.
Because the thing is,
I haven't heard much about. I don't really know. Again, I don't feel it was. I feel it was a vanity. Is that the right word? I think it was a fun thing for him to go. I've got money. So
yeah, of course it was.
All my favorite artists aren't doing anything because I'm not getting. What I do know that he was trying to get Warren G to sign to Greenback.
Okay.
Because I was working with Warren.
Yeah, I know.
And I could literally see it. Warren was on a gig opening up for Exhibit and Bone Thugs, and then I was on the phone to Warren, and he said, "Yeah, I've spoken to Conor a couple of times. He wants to sign." And then I think Snoop wanted Warren to go back to Death Row because Death Row was out. Death Row come back in. Yeah, and I was just like, nah. I was like, bro, you need to do your own thing. Like,
yeah,
you know, you're fucking Warren G. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to go and sign anything. You don't need any money.
Yeah,
do it yourself. Like this. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just think it's I mean, I did the same thing, bro. Wouldn't you? If you had all the money, mate. If I had all the money, I'd be mate.
I think you know what, it kind of highlights what the reality of it is. There's the people that are in music because they love it and they really are real artists. But the ones that like out there proper, they've got infrastructure and they've got a lot of money to be putting into it. That's why anyone it's kind of like looking back, like knowing what I know now, I don't know. I don't like to say that because I don't. It's just not reality. You can't look back and change the past. But if I was to maybe do it all over again, would I have built a different business entirely and then done music after with
Mm.
the funds?
Mm.
So then it would actually become what I imagined it would be when I started. You know what I mean?
The funny you say that, because that's kind of what I've done now. I've got my
Yeah.
music distribution company, which is going good. And 15 years later, I've now jumping back on the mic, recording
Yeah.
hooks, trying to get on hooks on rappers' records and things in
Yeah.
America and stuff, and just doing what I should have just continued doing. I think maybe, but then
Yeah.
saying that, if I did continue that, I
I
wouldn't
mean,
be here.
there's no right or wrong way.
No,
Like, there's people that I know, like a friend of mine, he stopped doing music to then become like a video director.
nice,
And like, I reckon he's probably one of, if not the best, music video guy in the UK, I'd say.
nice.
I'd always say to him, I was like, bro, I rate how you've done your thing, man, because you actually just dived into it, and that's your job. But he rates what I've done as well.
Nice.
So it's like, business wise, he's good. Artist wise, I'm still knee deep in it all. I'm still right in the middle of it all. I'm like on a live with you. People are gonna see this. I'm sort of shining a light for artists that have this. I don't like to call it a dream anymore. It's not a dream because I believe in creating your reality.
It's a vision.
But, you know, yeah, creating your vision. So I can help artists right on the proper grassroots underground level and how to navigate that. I feel like that's one of my like proper. What's the word? That's just one of my things. That's one of the things I stand on.
Is there anyone that you are kind of like not managing, but consulting for or helping for? Is there any specific people?
Not like that, but groups I'm in at the moment, like group chats I'm in, I'm trying to see where I can help.
Okay.
I don't want to like grab someone up and say, listen, you're going to be the next. No. Like you said, you've got to let artists be who they are.
Yeah.
And that's why some of these things that have happened, I haven't tried to interject because it's like, it's not really my business.
Sure.
Maybe now that something I can do, maybe guide things and maybe, because what's going on right now, the only show I'm doing this year is a Conscious Rapper Community. They're doing a festival. And this is the scene I keep referring to. Obviously, this is like a new branch of conscious rap, you know? And I've been a big part of it, even if I've not been trying to, you know, like what's the word? We're like parallel, all the people in it and me. You know, I don't own it, it's not my thing, but I've got a lot of motion that I feel like I can help with them. So that's partly what I would like to do with it. I'm just not sure how yet. A couple of them have asked me about production. Could do. But generally just trying to pour a bit of, you know, when you've got seeds, I'd like to help water the seeds and help it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even want to do it for money, bro.
No.
I want to try and like swindle it, like what we're saying. I can make money doing other things, really.
Yeah, sure.
Like to make money out of music is possible, but if I have to, I'll do other things to make money.
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, you cut out. What did you say?
I said it's not great making money out of music, bro. It took me 15 years to actually make a half decent living.
I reckon I'm probably still in the red.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice when you get paid.
Yeah, but aren't most businesses?
Yeah. It's true. That's what I mean. It's like I don't even try and calculate it, bro. It's just it's a passion project. You know what I mean? Music is always going to be a passion project.
It's a love, and like I say to people, if you lose the love for it, leave.
100%. Like I've even said a few times, bro. Like sometimes I feel like, you know what? Maybe this is my last project.
Okay.
When I'm finishing something, but you know, every now and then you get a flood of downloads of ideas, and I think I'll drop albums till I'm an old man. They just might come at very sporadic times in life. I've got other passions these days as well. I enjoy other things now, man. Like, but music is what most people know me for. So I have to keep it up. I have to keep doing stuff, but just keep it fresh.
What are you doing these days? What other passions?
I'm really into my training.
Okay, nice.
Always in the gym. I'm doing an MMA fight in July for charity.
Oh, really?
So yeah. I'm proper on my boxing, and I was meant to have a boxing match not long ago, but it didn't work out. And this is what I mean. That is a new chapter of mine where I'm having to learn a whole new game, a whole new. It's different to music, but it's also very similar to music as well.
I have a question for you.
Go on.
Are you coming out to your own music?
I might be, because that's what people think I should do. But I've got loads of songs I like training to.
Yeah, I got you.
I think, it's got to be this one. It's got to be this one. But then I've not decided yet.
Because you get paid money for that, right? If you're doing a boxing show at an O2 Academy, and you come out to your this is why I created RGM, right? Because just going full circle back to the start of this conversation, this person didn't give us any guidance. He didn't give us any guidance. He just took, right? So videos getting played on AKA numerous times a day for me and others and Ryan and whatnot. I didn't know the PRS. I didn't know the PPL. I didn't know what mechanical royalties were. And I didn't know that I could get paid shitloads of money when my records are played in a public space. So Ryan, if you come out to your music in a big arena, and your record is registered with the PRS and whatnot, that's a live show because you've just played your music.
And all my songs are registered, so
yeah,
that might actually tip the scales for me actually to use one of my own ones.
Don't know, and the amount of people in the arena, right?
Yeah.
As you said at the start of this conversation, blogging is dead. Blogging's crap. I don't believe in blogging. People don't read. they listen.
Yeah.
You imagine going on that arena, right? And just seeing people legit shazamming your song. Because that will happen.
Yeah. I know,
Yeah.
Facts. You know what? That might have tipped the scales to say, you know what, let's do my own tune then. Because you know what? There's a guy who had a few fights. He came out to my song, actually.
Did he?
In My Darkness. He came out to my song twice. Yeah, so I don't know if I got the money for it. I have to check my PRS. Maybe not.
It's difficult. It's difficult that because all arenas are supposed to have this little box, right? Like a PRS kind of box where it picks up what songs are being played.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's called something. I don't know what it's called, but they are. All clubs are supposed to have this system in place.
You see, that's what I was wondering, because if I know that is there and that is what's going to happen, then it's a no-brainer. But I'm a bit like, how is it even going to get tracked? Are they really going to send off songs to PRS to know what got played? Are they really going to do that? Like these venues?
Some do and some don't. But
listen, on a higher level, say if I went on this journey and ended up getting like progressing and had a fight and it was live on TV, 100% I'd do my own tune, because that's how you know they can't get away with not paying you for that.
Oh, 100%, because you'd and this is stuff we do for our clients. We actively tell them the PRS. So someone's doing a show or XYZ, I said to the artist, you need to let me know. You need to let me know when you're doing a show. You need to let me know when your song's being played. Like, you need to tell me, because I'm going to go and find that money for you.
Yeah.
So, Other distro companies don't do that. Yeah. But yeah. Ryan, to wrap this up, what is success to you in the music business? I like to ask that question. I just think a lot of people have different answers. But to you, what is success in the music business?
Yeah. You know what? I'll give you two different answers.
Okay, that's cool.
So I'll give you what I feel like my success has been so far, and then I'll say what my success is in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I would like to say that my success is the experiences I've had performing live. I'd say maybe a handful of shows, maybe 5 to 10 shows where I've felt like, wow, yeah, this is actually me living that thing I wanted when I was a kid, where it's packed and they know my shit. Yeah, like it might be simple, but that's like the experiences I've had in that sense is one of the successes I've had. Seeing my name in the charts is a success. Connecting with people who said your music has helped me is success.
Yeah, man.
Especially my fans as well. Some of them have, like, I always bring it up. I've had people who message me from mental health hospitals, bro.
Wow.
Like, your music is playing in here. Like, even a woman that works in a place has said your music's playing in here. They love it here. And I'm like, you know what? That is different. That is something I never sat there thinking that was going to happen. But it makes me feel like, wow, like, fucking help people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel fulfilled by music.
Nice.
The experiences I've had is like, wow, I will never forget this. Going forward, success in the music business for me I would like to see the financial rewards in the future. But obviously it's not fully why I do it, but at the same time, I know it's worth financial rewards because of what I've just explained about how I know the frequencies are helping people, the uplifting message that I take time to put together helps people. So I think, okay, I believe at this point, I want it. I think it's worth the success. I think it's worth someone walking out to my tune where you see, I don't know, who's a top fighter these days. Or like Conor McGregor comes out to one of my tunes or something mad like that, and you're like, okay, cool, now we're on the map. And that is not only on the map, that is also helping thousands of millions of people that need this message right now. And I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah, and you're getting paid for it because you registered it, and you've told the PRS.
So everything I've done already, paid for it, is how I see it as success. And just more of the same as well. I'd love to go around the world, maybe like perform in other countries. Yeah, man, like everything I wanted it to be, everything that it is, and more on a vast scale. I say I've got, like, right now, I'm worldwide.
Yeah.
Worldwide, but it's like, if I look on my Spotify, there's someone in every country listening.
Nice.
But we need it to be now vast. More of the same. More of the same is what I'd say.
And that is, as you said at the start, being consistent, just keeping on doing what you're doing, building your community and getting your community to spread you.
Yeah, I've got a song, right? So I made it's like a heavy metal trap song a couple of years ago called "My Angels Are Gangsters." Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
that. It's the craziest song I've ever made, and it was more of an experiment. It's not my usual style. You know, on TikTok, there's been 1,000 videos made of that song.
Amazing.
That's what I mean, and I have nothing to do with that. I don't even really use TikTok to the way I should.
The power.
And people have taken it, and they've done it.
So good.
I don't even know how to do that. It just happened. Stuff like that. More of the same of everything that's happening. Yeah, bro. That's it. And just enjoying life.
Yeah. Some holidays.
Yeah, some holidays would be nice. Yeah.
Heard it. Well, look, guys, this has been Paint the Picture with my main man, Ryan Sanders. This has been a conversation.
It's been good. It's been really good.
It's been a bit
bro. I'm
different.
glad.
It's been different, man, and I've absolutely loved it. But yeah, man, this has been Paint the Picture with Ryan Sanders, hosted by me, the G, in RGM. And you know what it is, gang? It is elevation through dedication. And we're going to see you on the next one. Brian, thanks so much, man. And we'll talk soon.
You're welcome, mate. Catch you soon, yeah?
Take care, bro. Peace.
Bye.